Welcome to Veterans Air, the Veterans Hour. This is continuation of our special podcasts on the candidates running in this current Republican primary. Remember to get out and vote. Early voting started on February 14th. It runs all the way to the election on March 1st. We've talked about the importance of going out and voting in the primaries, in this Republican primary, and if the Democrats had one, the Democratic primary, but they don't have one. The importance of getting out this year to vote in the primary is more important than previous years. And here's why. This year, in 2020, there are many positions that are opening up and that candidates are running for. Congress, as you know, Kevin Brady is retiring at the end of the year, so we need to pick a new congressman here in Texas, this Congressional Voting District 8, by the way. We need to do that for how we can have a new congressman at the federal level. We also have we also have state elections happening that are also included in this primary. We have, for instance, the land commissioner, the railroad commissioner, county judges, the Ninth Court of Appeals, all of these, the county court at law, all of these are county positions, county politicians are running for them. And there are multiple candidates for any given slot. Even here on the city level, we have a candidate, Brandon Polk, local businessman, very respected. He's running for city council. And there's others running that we have not yet interviewed. It's important for you to go vote in the primary. That's what's happening now, to vote in the primary so that the pick of your candidate in the Republican Party will show up on the ballot in November. The Republican Party can only put one person in. One person. So we have a bunch of people running. This is your chance as an American to say, I want to see this candidate represent the Republican Party, or I want to see this candidate to represent the Republican Party. This is just for Republicans. Today is the last day that we're doing these from the interviews that we did at the VFW Post 4709, Candidates Mix and Mingle. We had 17 candidates come, and I gave them 3 minutes apiece here at Veterans Air. Today is our last four. We'll be doing today Brandon Polk, who's running for city council, Stephanie Hall, who's running for the Ninth Court of Appeals, place 3. We'll be doing John Halfley, who's running for the County Court of Law, number 1. Echo Hudson, she's running for County Court at Law, number 4. And Amy Tucker, who's running for County Court at Law, number 3. And you should understand that number 3, that is the family law court. That is the CASA court. Very important that we have the right person presiding as the judge in this particular court because of what it deals with specifically. All right, so let's get to it. We have 3, 4, 5 candidates. They all got 3 minutes or so apiece. So take a listen to them. Oh, before I forget, I promised I would do this. On February 21st, starting at 5:30, there will be a candidate mingle at the Lone Star Convention Center out by the airport. This particular event will have Republicans, Democrats, Independents, whatnot. Every candidate from every party for every position is being asked to come. If you didn't get a chance to get out to the VFW's mix and mingle for the Republican primary, definitely get out to this one. You need to be able to talk to your candidates to find out how they feel about any given topic. Because remember, this is important. You don't vote for a candidate. I'm going to rephrase that. You should not vote for a party. And you should not vote for a candidate for what they believe. Our system in America, a constitutional republic, we're picking our people to represent us as one of the ways to petition the government for redress of grievances. The person that we choose to send to represent us, whether it be the city council or the governor or a congressman or a senator, it makes no difference. That individual should be wanting to fight for what you find important, not them, you. If you're voting for a candidate because they're in a party, if you're voting for a candidate because they say they follow this religion, if you vote for a candidate because they say this particular topic goes against my personal beliefs, that's wrong. That's right, I said it. That's wrong. You vote for a candidate that is willing to fight for your position on any given topic. We don't send them to represent us for them to make the decisions of whether they're going to support or not support any given bill, any given law, any given ordinance. That's not why we vote for them to go there. We vote for them to go there to represent our views, our wants and desires. If Elmer Fudd is running for an office and he says, I'm not going to support the hunting of rabbits any longer, I think that's morally wrong. I couldn't vote for him because the constituents make that decision. The constituents are the ones that he should be talking to and asking, what are your feelings on this law that to abolish hunting for rabbits? You may want to support that, and you should make your voice known to that candidate. That's how I do it, at least. But you all know me, I'm a constitutional anarchist, yada, 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 yada. All right, so let's get to these five candidates of the last five. And remember, there's another candidate mix and mingle for all parties. All candidates are invited on February 22nd at 5:30 at the Lone Star Convention Center. I'll see you all there. Until next time, stay safe and stay vigilant.
Three, go. Hello, my name is Brandon Polk. I'm running for the Conroe City Council, position number 3. This is not my first time running. I ran in 2020 and I got 4,000 votes last time, beat the incumbent office holder, and I pretty much feel like we have the support this time to get the job done and to get me on to the City Council.
Do you have any stances, things that you want to do for Conroe?
Oh, yes, sir. We'd like to, I'm a small business owner, so we're going to do pro-business stuff, pro-small business stuff. Pro-business and small business is something that is near and dear to my heart, so I would love to help out. Maybe do a think tank of small business owners where we can work together and work on solutions to help all each other out for the small business point of view, and that's what I'd like to do if I get on there, protect small business.
The City Council has a lot of sway or decision-making in infrastructure in Conroe.
Yes, sir.
Do you have any strong feelings about infrastructure here?
Oh, yes, sir. I know we had to keep up with the demand, us being one of the fastest growing cities in the nation. We need to keep up with our infrastructure, and I feel like we need to keep the old town vibe that we have in downtown Conroe, but still embrace new businesses coming in and stuff like that as well. But still that old town feel that makes Conroe really special.
Are there any feelings about the roads? We have a lot of new businesses moving into Conroe, putting a strain on the resources. Do you have any feelings about what you're going to do or what the city council should do for roads, traffic flow, things of that nature?
Absolutely. I had this question asked me the other day. Roads very important, so I would love to know what the city council's relationship is with TxDOT and stuff like that, so that we can expand roads or work on traffic lights and do all that. And I would love to get in there and really dig into that issue. Traffic's 100% important, and we need to make sure we can get around town safely for everyone.
Brandon, do you have a website where people can go learn more about you?
Yes, sir. It's Brandon Polk for Conroe on all social media, and also .com as well.
Outstanding.
Thank you so much.
3, 2, 1.
So, 100% pro-business, protecting our first responders, eliminate wasteful spending, and keeping our taxes low. That's what I'd like to do. I'm going to bring the values of faith, family, and freedom. That's what you're going to get when I'm in there in city council. And I'm not owned by any group, so when I get in there, I'm going to be working for you, the city of Conroe. Every time I go to vote, it's for you, the citizens of Conroe. So just know that I'm y'all's candidate, and I hope to get your support in May.
Thank you, Brandon. 3, 2, 1.
Yes, thank you for having me, and I really appreciate the veterans putting this on and this opportunity to be here today. My name is Stephanie Hall, and I'm running for the 9th Court of Appeals, Place 2. The 9th Court of Appeals is an intermediate appellate court, and it covers Montgomery County as well as 9 other counties, most of them going over to the east to Jefferson County. For this position, I've got 29 years of legal experience. I've done really every kind of law that there is. I've done civil, I've done some criminal, but I've done every aspect of civil, all the way from commercial litigation that's been highly complex to dog bite cases, but I've also done welfare law, family law, probate, guardianship, and all aspects of it. So because this court does receive every civil and criminal case from the trial court level as an appeal, it's not discretionary appeal, they have to hear the cases, then I feel like I'm well qualified legally. I will tell you that I decided to run for this office really for 3 reasons. I've actually found out that Charles Krager, who is retiring, and I've known him for quite a long period of time. I prayed about it for a week, and during that period of time, God gave me 3 things to think about. One is that I have a real passion for the law, and that passion for the law is just fueled by the fact that it's based upon Judeo-Christian principles. And I think that's really important and exciting to practice law, but also to be a judge regarding that. Also, have a relentless pursuit of the truth, and the truth is finding out what law actually fits. And I've done that successfully in my practice. I've done appeals, and I've been successful in returning children to an indigent mom. I've had cases that were remanded that were from parents that they got a second chance at the court to get their kids back. And I've also actually had an appeal where it changed legislation. So I feel like I'm well qualified. That's kind of what you can go by, is that. Also, I have a lot of service that I've done with the community. I've been on many boards of directors for nonprofits. I've also served my church in a leadership role. I've developed curriculum for ladies' classes directly from the Bible. I'm currently now teaching Bible school. I'm teaching very young children, which I didn't know God was going to give me to do, but that's what it was. And the third reason I was running was because of my faith in Christ. And I felt like that in 2022, now is the time for Christians to stand up and to really represent God, to show that there is faith in Christ, and that prayer does accomplish a lot. You know, wisdom, all wisdom comes from God, and I feel like that we need to go back to our roots and have a conservative approach. Also, I don't believe in legislating from the court. This court is the most conservative court there is, and needs to stay that way. So I appreciate your vote, and my name is Stephanie Hall, running for the 9th Court of Appeals.
Stephanie, how can they, do you have a website or something that they can go to?
Yes, I do. I have Well, Facebook is Hall 4 with a number 4 Texas, and then the website is www.hall and then another 4, just the number 4 Texas.com.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
2, 1.
All right, well, good evening. My name is John Hafley, and I'm running for judge of County Court at Law Number 1. County Court at Law Number 1 is a criminal court here in Montgomery County. It's a Montgomery County-wide race. If you're a Republican and you live in Montgomery County and you vote, I'm going to be on your ballot. So who am I? I am a Christian first, a conservative second, and a Republican third. And I'm married to my wife, Dina, who is also a Christian first, conservative second, and Republican third. And I have 2 wonderful kids. One's at Ole Miss and one's at Texas A&M. I am a former police officer, former prosecutor. I now own my own law firm. I'm also a veteran. I've served for 30 plus years, and in 2020 I was promoted to Brigadier General in the United States Army Reserve. I have served overseas 3 different times. The first time was in El Salvador back in the late 90s, early 2000. The second time was in Iraq, and the third time was in Saudi Arabia. So as a veteran, I know the struggles that veterans go through. And in this court, there's going to be criminal activity that are done by veterans, and I think they need to understand that we have a veterans court here in Montgomery County. So we will make it abundantly clear to all veterans that come through our court. Why is it important that I bring up the fact that I was a police officer and prosecutor and now own my own law firm? Because experience matters. I'm the only candidate in this race who has that type of experience. I've arrested criminals, I've prosecuted criminals, and I've defended criminals. And I think that's important because that experience is what we need here in Montgomery County on this bench. I also think leadership is important. I have commanded at every single level in the United States Army and Army Reserve. I was a company commander, a battalion commander, a brigade commander, and I'm now serving as a division commander of the 100th Training Division out of Fort Knox, Kentucky. Experience and leadership are important on a criminal bench. We need to make sure that we understand that veterans have a voice, and the only way to exercise that voice is by voting for veterans, in my opinion. So again, my name is John Hafley. My experience and my leadership sets me apart from my opponent. Please go to hafleyforjudge.com. Again, that's hafleyforjudge.com. Early voting starts February 14th. I would appreciate your vote, and I appreciate your support. Thank you very much.
3, 2, 1.
Hi, good evening. My name is Echo Hudson. I am running for Judge of County Court at Law Number 4. That is a county-wide position in Montgomery County. County Court at Law Number 4 is a criminal misdemeanor court, and it is an open bench. The judge of that court is retiring, so I'm running to replace the retiring judge, Marianne Turner. So County Court at Law Number 4 is a specialized court. It is a domestic violence docket, and I am the chief prosecutor of the Domestic Violence Division at the Montgomery County District Attorney's Office here in Montgomery County. I started that division in 2011 under the elected District Attorney, Brett Ligon. I have run that court now for the last 10 years for the majority of that court's existence, and we have really turned that court and that specialized docket into a very successful court. It's actually one of the most successful courts in the country for domestic violence dockets. So from my experience as a prosecutor, I've also got experience as a criminal defense attorney. I live here in Montgomery County. This is my home. I've dedicated my career as a public servant. My husband is a master peace officer. He's a reserve sergeant with Constable Precinct 3. My oldest son is a Marine veteran. And so we have really, as a family, dedicated our lives here to our county and to our country. So we have conservative values. I'm a conservative Christian, and I am looking to take this court from the judicial side, which is really important. What we've done on the prosecution side, we've worked with judges, we've worked with law enforcement, probation, and we've really turned it into a very successful court. So I know it from the inside out. I have intimately worked this docket, and it's just really a natural fit for me to take over with this judge retiring. So if you would like to know more, you can go to my website. It's electecho.com. and that is ECHO, Echo. And I really look forward to anyone who wants to reach out to me. You can reach me. At my website, we have the ability for you to go ahead and email us or call us, but we really look for your support. Thank you so much for listening to this, and we look forward to seeing you at the polls. Vote red early voting, red for Republican on Valentine's Day, and the final election is March 1st for the primary. So it is a Republican primary. There's no Democratic opponent, so that is the time to vote. Thank y'all so much.
3, 2.
Hello, I am Judge Amy Tucker. I'm currently the judge for County Court at Law 3, and I am asking for your support to continue in that position. County Court at Law 3 is one of the 3 family courts for Montgomery County, Texas, and we are also a highly specialized family court because we are the designated child protection court, which means that we handle all of the court cases for all of the foster children in Montgomery County. I am the first judge in the history of Montgomery County to specifically ask for all of those cases, and I have worked for the past 20 years as an attorney and as a judge in trying to make a difference for the foster children of this county. I was an associate judge for this court for 8.5 years before I was appointed as the presiding judge by the Commissioners Court on July 1st. And I am working towards creating what I hope is going to be one of the very best child protection courts in the country. My associate judge and I are currently receiving training in trauma-informed care, so that we can better understand how to make good decisions for children who have been traumatized. While it is difficult work, it is something that I'm passionate about and I'm committed to, and I honestly think that we're on the brink of doing something very special with this court, and I'm just asking for your vote. You can find me at judgeamytucker.com, and I have been endorsed by District Attorney Brett Ligon, Constable Chris Jones, Constable Ryan Gable, Commissioner Robert Walker, former Commissioner Mike Metter, Montgomery County Law Enforcement Association, and the Republican Voters of Texas PAC. I've worked for this county as a public servant for 20 years, and my heart is in public service, and I am hoping to continue to serve this amazing county for the remainder of my career. So thank you so much.